Hey guys, Tamago here. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for 170 subscribers. It's amazing how far I've come. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. But anyway, this will be a different type of video. I mean, my 10th video and it's different. Shocker. But I wanted to do this new format. You can see as my little wingless bird with a ghostly gibbous, just sitting there with a coffee. So I thought it would be nice to, have this type of video where I can just give my ideas, in quote unquote ideas, for new dinos. Well, no new dinos, more like the ones that are already coming. Give some ideas for, abilities, play styles, niche, that I think that no other, dinosaur survival game YouTuber has ever made, no one ever. Shoutouts to them, by the way. So yeah, this won't be so whoa. It'll be more relaxed, sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and just listen to a random guy in the internet talk about some dinosaurs. I mean, you already do. What else would you be here? So yeah, just do that. Also, this video was originally going to be one long video, but I am not editing one 20-minute video again. I hate. Also, if anyone of the development team is watching, well, this is more of a wish list, not something to be taken seriously. I'm not saying, yo, you must do this and this and this, or else you're bad. That's for another video. Just kidding. But yeah, I'm open for any type of criticism. If you watch the video and hear me say some idea, you can just say, yo, Tamago, this idea suck. You suck. Your videos suck. Your channels suck. Yeah, that's valid. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? First, I will talk of Tenontosaurus. Now, Tenontosaurus right now is going through some controversy, to say the least, especially for its design. Well, what can I say that hasn't been said already? Its design is, well, they decided to make it an obligate biped. Anyway, Tenonto is just an obscure species that we haven't known about it from, I don't know, almost 100 years, nor there has been no paleo art about it during that time, no reconstructions, no fairly completed specimens. It's not even that its name is about its sinew lizard, because of the ossified tendons in his columns, making it almost impossible for it to be an obligate biped. Nor that its front limbs are strong enough to keep up its weight. After all, it's not like this year new Tenontosaurus skeleton was going to be displayed in a museum in two legs, until researchers appeared and said no, it couldn't, it must be bipedal. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm more going to talk about what I would like to see in it. First of all, it would be pretty. I mean, They are planning to make Tenonto Cerato's herbivorous rival, just like Torvo has Iguanodon, Yang has Parasaur, and so on. Well, this is kind of hard to make because Ceratosaur is probably the best carnivorous dinosaur in the game. It's a fast runner, fast swimmer, can scavenge, eat anything. It has good damage, bone breaks, it's nocturnal, it's cheap, and also is easy to grow. So let's try to make Tenonto fairly equal to it. First of all, Tenonto will be hunted primarily by Ceratosaurus, Allosaurus, and Deinonychus. Well, Dino will have to wait until it's DLC. So, yeah, just Cerato basically. During its juvenile stage, it will be just running around a little rat, and when it's adult, it will have to be fairly strong to defend itself from the beast that is Cerato. So, not only me, my man Da Centurus, shoutouts to him, was saying to make it a fairly good fighter against something its size and a little bit bigger. Because, it has a huge tail that will be a fairly huge and dangerous weapon, as well as those claws. My idea was something like, something simple. Claw swipe, tail smack, something that does a lot of damage, but at the same time does some type of bleed and cost stamina, as well as being at least slower than Cerato. Why? Well, it's smaller but almost the same weight, so its legs will be more adapted for it to sustain that weight. Because it's bipedal. If it was quadrupedal, it would run faster, but it is not, so whatever. In terms of speed, maybe 35 to 36, enough for Cerato to catch it, and enough for Allo to try and hunt it. Also, its stamina maybe 60 to 65, I don't know. It will, or even 75 or 80, so that it can escape Cerato if it wants or if it can. Also, I was thinking of an ability that could make Tenonto fairly equal to Cerato in terms of viability. Being this ruminant. Let me explain. Ruminant animals can eat almost any plant because of their specialized stomachs. So I was thinking, if Cerato can eat anything without any repercussions, why shouldn't Tenno? Imagine a Tenontosaurus being ruminant, walking around eating basically any single plant without any repercussions will be fairly good for starter players who want to just start going into the herby playstyle. What I'm saying is that Tenonto shouldn't have any hated foods. It can eat anything, and I will even say gain some tiny nutrition. I don't know, but it should also have its own preferred food, so that it can gain nutrition fairly quick when it's juvenile, but also can keep that walking around eating anything and then running whenever something big appears. Also, should it be able to jump? I don't know, it depends on how heavy it does. Well, to be fair, American bison can jump. I don't know. If it was quadrupedal, it could. But whatever, it's not that outrageous. It is outrageous. But anyway, who am I to say something? Who am I? You know what? I know who am I. I'm just a random dude in the internet. Nobody can stop me. So, I had also this idea if they ever make Tenonto a facultative biped. Well, that it's primarily quadruped but can also go bipedal, like Iggy, after all they're both iguanodontians. More like an anti-Iggy. Let me explain. Iggy, by default, is quadrupedal, being slow and also having relatively weak attacks. But whenever it goes bipedal, it is faster and stronger at the cost of stamina drain. So I was thinking, being Hindi is relatively slow but more combat oriented. However, it can also go quadrupedal for just running and traversing the map fairly quickly. I will also agree, I would also like there to be, whenever Tenonto runs in its quadrupedal stance, its speed gains maybe a 20% boost, or even, yeah, 20% boost is okay. Would be less than 40 or almost 40 for it to for Dino to catch it, but will have an atrocious turning radius, and it will cost more stamina to run that way. This should be used and must be used uh, to run away in dire situations, because we all know that the Pair Extinction has this system that the lower health you are, the slower you are. So, if a Tenonto finds itself at half health, it can just put its hands in the ground and bolt out of there. However, the atrocious turning radius, similar to Gigantoraptor maybe, will also make it relatively easy prey to any Carno that, can hit it. However, as I already said, Tenonto in its bipedal stance will be more agile and do more damage, almost similar to Cerato in some cases. That tail should never be underestimated because one hit could do a lot of damage. Also, speaking of the tail, in its quadrupedal stance Tenonto should not be able to use its tail. Only a relatively weak bite attack. After all, if that stance is only for running away. Tenonto has the potential of being a fairly good starter dino for herbivores, the same way Cerato is. Right now, the only thing similar is, well, Diablo and Kentro, but they are more restricted, while Cerato is free to go anywhere, do anything, and, well, be a menace. So, Tenonto being basically that, but herbivores, could be pretty cool. I'm excited if they decided to make it like a herbivore version of Ceratosaurus. I hope you like this video. If you enjoy it for some reason, and if you have any suggestions, put it in the comments. As you can see by my little bird with a coffee, we can just, talk in these types of videos. Put something in the comments, basically like what the feedback channel is, but, well, less democratic to say the least. Anyway, have a good one, and ¿por qué rayos es condenado bípedo si se supone que es un lagarto con tendones en la espalda que no puede hacer nada?